Good morning, my friend. Today, as you open your eyes to a new day, lift your heart and say, Lord, I begin this day with you. I place all that I am and all that I will face into your loving hands. There is no safer place for your hopes, plans, and uncertainties than in the care of the God who created you and knows your every thought. As you breathe in the stillness of the morning, receive the peace of the Lord. Let each exhale release the weight of yesterday. Your soul can walk freely under His guidance when you start this way. Before you answer a message, before you take on a task, pause, rest in the presence of God. Let His words steady your mind and His Spirit awaken your heart. This is the sacred moment when your steps align with His will. You invite His light to guide you through every path today. Even if the hours ahead are unknown, you can move forward with confidence. You have already placed this day into the hands of the Lord who sees the end from the beginning. Do not let your first thoughts be worry or list of duties. Turn your heart first to the Lord who walks beside you and will never leave you. Whisper this prayer in your soul. Jesus, I offer you my day. Let this be more than words. Let it be the posture of your heart, ready to listen, ready to follow, ready to trust, ready to love. When you start this way, you do not walk into the day alone. You walk with the Creator of the dawn. With this awareness, you can face the unknown with quiet strength. The one who holds all creation holds you. The God who spoke light into darkness can speak peace into every corner of your heart. If the day ahead feels heavy, remember this. You do not need to carry it all at once. The Lord will give you grace for each moment as it comes. You can meet each hour not with dread, but with hope, knowing He has prepared the way. Step into this morning as one who is loved, guided, and protected. Let the presence of God be the foundation beneath your feet. Let His promises be the compass that directs your steps. Invite Him into the smallest details of your day. The Lord is as present in your quiet moments as in your most important decisions. When you begin with Him, your heart learns to see His hand in everything, in an encouraging conversation, in an unexpected opportunity, or even in stillness where nothing seems to change but peace remains. This is the gift of starting with God. Your day becomes a journey walked together, a living prayer that continues from morning until night. The more you turn your attention back to the Lord, the more you will see how He answers the prayer you prayed at the start. As you take your next breath, let it remind you that God is near. He is as close as the air you breathe, as constant as the heartbeat that sustains you. When the sun rises higher and the day begins to move quickly, carry this truth. You began your day with the Lord, and because of that, you will never walk alone. Stand at the threshold of this day knowing that the way you begin will shape the way you live it. Choosing to anchor yourself in God's presence first is building on rock, not sand. Storms may come, but what is built on the Lord will stand. Let your first words, your first thoughts, and your first actions be worship. Offer the coming hours for His glory. You do not need complex prayers. A simple and sincere, Lord, I am yours, opens the door for His Spirit to lead you. As you go out into the world, remember that every step can be holy when walked with God. Even the smallest tasks take on eternal meaning when done with love for Him. If doubts or fears come early, let them find no room in your heart. You have already declared this day belongs to the Lord. His name is your shield, His truth your protection. When challenges arise, face them with the quiet confidence of one who is not alone. The same Lord who kept you through the night now walks with you into the day. There is nothing you will encounter that will surprise Him. He has gone before you and will be your guard behind. This truth allows you to release the need to control everything. Rest in the faithfulness of God. If you long for guidance, ask Him now. He is near, listening to the whispers of your soul. His guidance may come as a steady pace, a gentle nudge to wait, to speak, or to act. This morning is not just the start of another day. It is the start of a deeper walk with the Lord. Hold on to this truth. Beginning your day with God is the most powerful choice you can make. It changes how you see yourself, how you see others, and how you see the world. In His presence, your burdens feel lighter, your purpose clearer, your joy deeper. He is the source of it all. So as you take this morning into your hands, place it once again into His and say, Lord, every word I speak, every step I take, every thought I hold, let it be for you. Rise in the assurance that He has heard you. He is with you, and He will never let you go. This morning, my friend, let us come before the Lord with open hands and an open heart. Imagine standing before the throne of God, not with fear, but with the confidence of a child who knows they're loved. The Lord is not distant from you today. He is near, and He listens to the very whispers of your soul. As the dawn breaks, take this moment to gather all that is in your heart, the desires, the worries, the needs, the people you care about, and place them gently into the hands of God. Do not rush through this offering. Pause and name each thing you are carrying today. Speak to the Lord as you would to a friend who understands without judgment. Lord, I give you my family. I give you my work. I give you my health. I give you the conversations I will have today. I give you my hopes and my fears. The Lord delights in hearing you speak to Him this way. Nothing is too small to bring into His care, and nothing is too heavy for Him to hold. When you place your requests into the hands of God, you are not losing control. You are placing control into the hands of the one who knows what is best. This is not surrender to fate. It is surrender to perfect love. The Lord does not merely listen to your requests. He holds them close and works in ways you cannot always see. Trust that every prayer is heard, every tear is seen, and every sigh is understood. If there is a decision ahead of you today, speak it now to the Lord. If there is a relationship that needs healing, lay it down before Him. If there is a burden you have been carrying for too long, this is the moment to let it go. Picture it being lifted from your shoulders and placed into the strong, gentle hands of your God. He will carry it for you. He will guide you in the right time and in the right way. And as you pray for yourself, do not forget to pray for others. Pray for the friend who is struggling but has not told anyone. Pray for the stranger you will meet today who may need a smile more than you know. Pray for those who are suffering in silence, for those in hospitals, for those in prison, for those who have lost hope. The Lord can reach them in ways you never could on your own. When you pray for them, you become part of His work of mercy in the world. Sometimes, you may feel like your prayers are too small to matter, but the Lord measures prayer not by its size, but by the love with which it is offered. Even the simplest words, Lord, help me, or Lord, bless them, can move heaven when spoken with faith. So let your requests be many, and let them be honest. God is not tired of hearing your voice. He longs for it. Once you have placed your requests into His hands, leave them there. Resist the temptation to take them back by worrying over them again and again. Trust that the Lord is already at work. You may not see the answer today, but faith knows that God is moving even when the evidence has not yet appeared. This is the kind of faith that pleases Him, faith that waits with expectancy and rests in His timing. Throughout the day, you can return to this place in your heart where you left your requests with the Lord. You can whisper again, "It is still yours. God, I still trust you with this." That simple act keeps you anchored in peace when circumstances try to stir up anxiety. It reminds you that you are not alone in carrying what matters most to you. Let your requests be shaped not only by your own needs but also by the desire to honor God. Ask not only for what will make life easier, but for what will make your soul more faithful. Pray for courage to do what is right when it is hard. Pray for wisdom to see the truth when the world tries to blur it. Pray for the grace to love when it feels easier to turn away. These requests please the heart of the Lord because they draw you closer to Him. And remember this, when you pray, you are not talking into the air. You are speaking to the living God who holds the universe in place, yet bends down to hear you. He is not overwhelmed by the number of prayers He hears. He is delighted that you chose to bring your heart to Him. The same hands that shaped the stars are the hands that now hold your petitions. As you finish this time of prayer, picture the hands of Jesus holding everything you have given Him. His hands bear the marks of love, the scars that prove He has already carried the greatest burden for you on the cross. Those same hands hold your life, your future, and the lives of those you love. You can step into the day with peace because nothing you face will ever slip from His grasp. So rise now with this prayer in your heart. Lord, I have given you my requests. I will trust you with them. I will walk through this day believing you are working for my good and for your glory. Let that prayer be your song as you move forward. Let it steady your steps. Let it open your eyes to see the quiet ways God will answer you today. And when you lay your head down tonight, you will know that every request you placed in His hands this morning is still there, safe and secure in the love of the Lord. This morning, my friend, let us choose to begin with a heart that waits on the Lord. Not with impatience, not with fear, but with the quiet confidence that God is already preparing the way before you. Waiting on the Lord is not standing still without purpose. It is leaning forward with trust, knowing that the one who calls you is faithful. The world may rush you to decide, to act, to push forward, but the Spirit of God invites you to slow down enough to hear His voice before you take a step. When you wake and pray, you are not only asking the Lord to hear you, you are also giving Him room to speak. His guidance may not come in the way you expect. It may not arrive in a moment of lightning clarity. Often, it comes as a steady whisper in your heart, a gentle assurance that you are where you need to be. To wait expectantly is to say, Lord, I trust that you will lead me. I do not need to see the whole road. I only need to see the next step you give. Perhaps there are situations in your life right now where you long for quick answers. Maybe you have prayed for change for a long time, yet the door remains closed. In these moments, Remember that delay is not denial. The Lord's timing is perfect. He knows what you cannot see. He is not only preparing the answer, He is also preparing your heart to receive it. Waiting becomes a holy work when you place it in His hands. While you wait, do not waste the day by standing still in spirit. Ask the Lord to show you how to live fully even before the answer comes. Serve someone who needs encouragement. Speak kindness into a tense moment. Thank God for blessings that are already here. The more you live in gratitude, the less the waiting will feel like an empty space. It becomes a space filled with His presence. Sometimes, the hardest part of waiting is the silence. You pray, and the heavens seem quiet. But silence from God is not absence from God. In the silence, He strengthens your roots, just as a seed grows unseen beneath the soil before breaking into the light. God is working beneath the surface of your life. Trust Him in this hidden work. You may not see the change yet, but the Lord has already set it in motion. Today, make this your prayer. Lord, I will wait as long as you want me to. Teach me to wait without grumbling, without losing faith. Teach me to wait with open eyes, so I can see what you are doing even now. This kind of prayer invites peace into your heart. It shifts your focus from the clock to the cross, from counting the hours to trusting the one who holds eternity. The enemy would love to use waiting to plant doubt in your heart. He will whisper, "God has forgotten you. Nothing is happening." But the truth is that the Lord never forgets His children. Your name is written on His hands. Every promise He has made to you is kept in His perfect timing. Stand firm against the lies of doubt. Hold on to the truth that God is not late. He is always exactly on time. As you walk through this day, remember that waiting on God is not passive. It is active trust. Every choice you make to be faithful in the small things is an act of worship. Every moment you choose peace over panic, you are declaring your trust in the Lord. Every time you hold your tongue instead of rushing to speak, you are giving space for His wisdom to fill you. And while you wait, let your hope be visible to others. Let your calm spirit be a testimony that your God can be trusted. When people see you at peace in a season of uncertainty, they will want to know the source of your strength. You can tell them, "It is the Lord who holds my future. That is why I can rest today." In this way, even your waiting becomes a witness. If the waiting feels long, remember the stories of faith in Scripture. Abraham waited years for the son God promised. Joseph waited in prison before stepping into leadership. Mary waited for the fullness of God's promise to be born through her. None of them waited alone, and neither do you. The same God who was faithful to them is faithful to you. Their waiting was part of the miracle, not separate from it. There will be moments when your own strength runs low. That is when you can lean fully into God's strength. Pray, "Lord, hold me steady when I want to rush ahead. Give me patience when I want to see results now. Help me to keep my hands open, trusting that you will place in them exactly what you have planned." This prayer is not weakness. It is wisdom. The wisdom of knowing that God's plan is better than your own. When the answer comes, and it will, you will see how the waiting was never wasted. You will see how the Lord used every moment to refine your character, deepen your trust, and draw you closer to Him. You will realize that in the waiting, you were never standing still. You were growing, learning, becoming more like Christ. So step into this morning with your head lifted high and your spirit anchored in God's faithfulness. Walk forward, not with anxiety, but with the joy of someone who knows the Lord is leading them. You do not need to chase after what is not yet ready. You simply need to stay close to the shepherd, listening for his voice and moving when he calls. Let this be your final prayer as you go into the day. Lord, I will wait on you. I will trust you. I will move when you say move. I will stay when you say stay. And I will rejoice, knowing that your plan for me is good. With this prayer in your heart, the waiting will no longer feel heavy. It will feel holy, and the God who began this good work in you will carry it to completion. As you step further into the hours that lie before you, remember that God is not only the one who greeted you in the quiet of the morning. He is the constant companion who walks with you through every hour, every decision, and every breath you take. This is not just about the first prayer of the day. It is about carrying the presence of the Lord into each conversation, each task, and each challenge. You are not moving forward alone. You are moving with the strength of the one who promised never to leave you nor forsake you. You may find that as the hours pass, distractions try to pull your mind away from what matters most. Worries about what will happen later, frustrations about what has already happened, or the pool of tasks that feel heavier than your heart can bear. These can all try to cloud your awareness of God. In those moments, pause, breathe, whisper to Him, even if it is only a few words. Lord, be here with me. These small, sincere prayers are like anchors that hold you steady when the currents of the day try to sweep you away. Remember, you are not simply trying to get through the day. You are walking with the Creator of the day. That changes everything. When you speak to someone, you can choose words shaped by grace. When you face a decision, you can seek wisdom that comes from above. When you feel tired, you can lean on the strength that never runs dry. This is how faith becomes more than a Sunday service or a morning routine. It becomes the very atmosphere in which you live. Ask yourself right now, how would your day change if you were fully aware of Jesus walking beside you? Imagine Him listening as you share your plans, encouraging you when you hesitate, and lifting your spirit when you feel weighed down. That image is not just a comforting thought, it is the reality of His promise. He is with you, always. The challenge is not getting Him to come close, but allowing your heart to remain aware of His nearness. If you encounter someone who is carrying a burden today, be the presence of Christ for them. You might not have the solution to their problem, but you can give them the gift of being heard. You can offer a word that speaks hope into their darkness. And as you do, you will find that God also refreshes your own soul. The more you give away the kindness and mercy you have received, the more room your heart makes for His peace to settle in. There will be moments today when things do not go as planned. Meetings might be delayed, traffic might slow you down, or unexpected news might interrupt your flow. In these moments, choose to respond with the steadiness of someone who knows their life is held in God's hands. Do not let the enemy convince you that these interruptions are wasted time. Very often, they are the very moments when God wants to teach you patience, humility, or dependence on Him. So as you walk through the rest of this day, keep your spiritual eyes open. Look for the fingerprints of God in the ordinary. It might be in the laughter of a friend, the beauty of sunlight falling across your desk, or the quiet comfort of knowing that even if the world feels uncertain, your soul is secure in Him. And if the weight of the world presses on you, lift your eyes toward heaven and remember that His promises are stronger than any trial you will face. You have already given your morning to the Lord, but now, give Him your hours. Give Him your interactions. Give Him your thoughts. Let Him be the center that holds your life steady, the peace that quiets your anxious mind, and the joy that makes even an ordinary moment radiant with meaning. You are loved, not for what you achieve today, but because you belong to Him, and that truth will carry you through anything this day might bring. And as the afternoon light shifts and shadows grow longer, let your heart remain steady in the knowledge that God's presence has not grown distant. The hours may change, your energy may rise and fall, but His faithfulness remains the same. In every season of the day, in every rhythm of your life, His Spirit walks in step with you. Sometimes, you will feel this presence like a warm embrace, undeniable and strong. Other times, it may feel quiet, like a whisper in the background of your mind. Do not mistake the quiet for absence. The shepherd does not abandon his sheep simply because they walk through a stretch of calm pasture. Perhaps you will be faced with a moment when frustration tempts you to speak too quickly, or when disappointment urges you to retreat into silence. In those moments, picture the Lord placing His hand gently on your shoulder. Hear His voice reminding you, "Be still, I am here. I will guide your words. I will guard your heart." Choosing to respond from a place of peace is not a sign of weakness. It is the fruit of strength rooted in Him. And as you meet people today, whether familiar faces or strangers passing by, remember that each one is someone for whom Christ gave His life. Your smile, your patience, your willingness to listen may be the closest they come to feeling God's love in that moment. You might not see the impact immediately. You might never know the way a simple act of grace shifts the course of another's day. But God knows, and in His kingdom, nothing offered in love is ever wasted. Do not be afraid to invite God into the small details of your work. Many think prayer is only for sacred spaces, church pews, quiet rooms, candlelit altars, but the truth is, your desk, your car, your kitchen sink can become holy ground when you whisper, "Lord, guide me here." He cares about the emails you write, the meals you prepare, the errands you run. If you offer them with love and humility, they become acts of worship as real as any hymn. And when your strength begins to waver, when your eyes grow tired or your mind feels heavy, lean on Him instead of pushing through on your own. Take a moment to step away, even if only in spirit, and let Him renew you. You might close your eyes and breathe deeply, picturing His light filling you from within. You might simply say, "Lord, I need your strength right now." He delights in answering that prayer, not with a surge of frantic energy, but with a steadying calm that gives you the clarity to take the next step well. The middle of the day can be dangerous for the heart. It is the time when the morning's enthusiasm fades, and the evening's rest still feels far away. But it is also the time when trust can deepen, when perseverance becomes an offering, and when faith shows its quiet resilience. It is here, in these in-between hours, that you can most clearly prove, to yourself and to God, that you are walking by faith, not by feelings. So let your thoughts return to Him often, not because you are afraid of forgetting, but because love draws you back. Speak to him in your own words. They do not need to be poetic or perfect. They simply need to be real. Tell him what is on your mind, what is troubling you, what you are thankful for, even what you do not understand. Prayer is not a performance. It is a conversation with the one who already knows your heart better than you do. If a challenge arises, a disagreement with a coworker, an unexpected problem at home, or a wave of anxiety about the future, remember that you do not face it alone. The Lord is not only beside you, He is ahead of you, preparing the way. There is no obstacle He has not already measured, no burden He has not already weighed. If you trust Him with the outcome, you will find a freedom the world cannot offer, a freedom that allows you to act with wisdom and to rest without fear. Keep in mind, too, that walking in His presence is not only about handling difficulties well. It is about savoring the blessings of the moment, the warmth of sunlight on your skin, the sound of laughter nearby, the aroma of a meal shared with someone you love. All these are reminders of His kindness. When you pause to acknowledge these gifts, you train your heart to live in gratitude. Gratitude, in turn, opens your eyes wider to see even more of His goodness. And as the day edges closer to its later hours, you may feel tempted to rush through what remains, but resist the urge to treat these moments as mere obstacles before the end of the day. Every hour is an opportunity to live in the fullness of His presence. Whether you are finishing tasks or beginning new ones, do them with the awareness that God is watching over you, delighting in your faithfulness. So let your steps be steady, your words be seasoned with grace, and your spirit be anchored in peace. The middle of the day is not a pause between sacred moments. It is sacred in itself because He is here. If you can carry this truth in your heart until the evening, you will find that your entire day has been lived in worship, and that even the smallest act done in love will have eternal weight. My friend, as we reach this final part of our morning prayer, I want you to pause and feel the weight of God's presence around you. From the first light that touched your eyes today until this very moment, God has been here, watching over you, holding you, and quietly guiding your steps. This is not just another day on the calendar. It is a gift from God, full of opportunities to walk with Him and reflect His love in all you do. This morning, I want you to remember that God already knows the shape of your day. He knows the people you will meet, the words you will speak, the challenges that will come, and the blessings you will receive. Nothing will take Him by surprise. You may face moments that make you smile and moments that make you want to cry, but God's presence will remain constant. You will not walk a single step without Him. Before you move forward, let's do something together. Place the whole day into God's hands. Right now, in your heart, whisper it to Him. God, this day is yours. Guide me, protect me, use me for your glory. This is more than a prayer. It is an act of trust. You are telling God that you believe His way is better than your way. His strength is greater than your strength, and His plan is wiser than anything you could design. If fear tries to creep in today, speak to it with confidence. God is with me, and I will not be afraid. If uncertainty clouds your mind, remind yourself, God is my wisdom, and He will make my path straight. If weariness makes you feel small, hold fast to this truth. God is my strength, and His grace is enough for me. My friend, God does not just want to meet you in the big, dramatic moments of life. He wants to be part of the ordinary details, the way you greet a stranger, the way you speak to your family, the way you handle the smallest decisions at work. Invite Him into your conversations. Invite Him into your thoughts. Let His peace calm you in traffic. Let His patience steady you in frustration. Let His joy lift you when the day feels heavy. You might not realize it, but when you walk closely with God, people notice. They may not have the words for it, but they see a light in you, a light that does not come from your own strength but from the one who lives within you. This is how you become a living testimony of God's goodness, not by preaching loudly, but by living quietly and faithfully in His love. Today, choose kindness over criticism, forgiveness over bitterness, patience over irritation. When you are tempted to respond with anger, stop and let God's Spirit speak first. When you are tempted to hold back love because someone has hurt you, remember how much God has loved you. Even when you have failed Him, let His mercy flow through you so freely that others cannot help but see Him in you. As we close this morning prayer, I bless you in the name of Jesus Christ. May God's peace surround you like a shield. May His favor go before you to open the right doors. And may His Spirit lead you so clearly that you know exactly where to place your next step. Walk into this day not with fear, but with faith. Walk knowing that you are chosen, loved, and held by the God who spoke the stars into place. Go forward, my friend, and live this day with your heart anchored in God's presence. And tonight, when you rest, may you be able to say, God walked with me today, and I am at peace. Amen. My dear friend, thank you for joining me in this morning's prayer, resting in the love and peace of God. I pray these words have helped you feel His nearness and renewed your strength to begin your day. If today's prayer has touched your heart, I warmly invite you to subscribe so that each morning we can come together again, offering our day to the Lord and walking in the light of His love. Until we meet again in our next prayer, may God be with you, guide your steps, and fill your heart with perfect peace in every moment of your life.